Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video for Fun Friday. So today what we are going to be doing is taking a look at the Series 18 minifigures. So I found a case of 60 on eBay for a really good deal. So I decided to pick it up, and I found that there were very few field guides on the internet, so I decided to make one of my own. So we have 16 figures in this series, and it was actually quite a bit of fun to feel them out. So the first one we have is the Professional Surfer. So as you can probably see right there, I have actually I've labeled it. Let me zoom in just like that. So this is the first figure in the set, and the distinguishing piece in this one is the surfboard, obviously. So this figure, unfortunately, he does not have any other accessories, so you can feel his surfboard right here. It's about the standard length of a surfboard, and it has these two little studs on it, so that's the way you can tell that it is the surfer guy. So next up, let me just check the list. Next we have the Circus Strongman. So he has a couple of elements. The one that you can really use to instantly tell that it is him is his pair of dumbbells that you can see right there. Now, that is actually a single piece. So here it is. I found it right there. So it's pretty much two of these little ball pieces connected with a little bar. So you'll feel it. It's pretty distinct. It has a bar and then two little spheres on both sides. Now, a couple other ways to tell that it's him is if you feel a little ring piece that is his mustache, you'll feel a circle. And I think that's really the only other piece that you can use. I mean, he doesn't have any hair, and he just has a normal torso and legs, so that's that. Now here we have the Gourmet Chef, and this is another really, really cool figure. Now, she has a couple of interesting things. She has an interesting hairpiece, which is a hat-hair combo. That's actually how I originally found her. It's right here. It's a chef's hat with a little ponytail on the back. So that's one way to find her. But that might take a bit of a while for you to tell what that is. The easiest way to find her is with the pie she comes with. No, that's not it. She comes with a pie and a little whisk as well. Now the whisk is made of a bit of a soft plastic, so you don't want to press on it too hard. Most likely it will not break. I actually just found it right here. It's pretty small. It has a little handle and then the thin little elements to the whisk. And then obviously she just comes with a normal Lego pie as well. Now let me just check who's next on the list. Now here we have the Corn Cob Man. This is a classic. Now instantly you can see that this bag has a bit of a bulge, as it is a pretty big figure. And he does have a funny little smile on his face, a pretty corny look, you might call it. Now, he is one of two characters in the set that have a costume. It's both him and the space suit kid. So the only difference really between the two is that the spacesuit kid has a little a ball at the top of his suit. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Right there, you can see it. It's a little distinct sphere that you can feel. Meanwhile, the corn cob suit guy, he just has these little bumps and ridges all over. So once you figure out that it's a costumed character, you just feel all around. You first feel at the very top, and you just feel that there are these bumps and ridges all over, and there's not anything up there. Now, another way to double confirm that it is him is if you search for other pieces and there are none, because this guy, the kid, comes with a flag and everything. So that's the best way, is just to feel if there's a little top, and there isn't in this case. So next up we have the Veterinarian. I really appreciate the creation of this figure, as I did work at an animal hospital for quite a while, and I think it's a well-designed minifigure. I really am happy that they made this. So the Veterinarian really has two pieces that you can use to identify her. She has the little bunny piece, which I actually believe is exclusive to her. It's very small. It's about the size of a 1x2 brick, and the only differences between it and the bulldog that also comes in this series with the Frenchman is the fact that this bunny is its legs are very stout compared to the bulldog. They don't stick out, and its ears are also just straight up compared to the bulldog, which kind of stick out. Now she also has long straight hair. It's quite large actually, so it's identifiable as her. But if you find you feel something that feels like a dog and you feel that big bowl hair style, then you know it's the veterinarian for sure. Now, next up we have what they call the Sausage Man. Interesting name choice. So this character is definitely one of my personal favorites from the series. I appreciate the almost retro style of this figure, and it has quite a few pieces that you can use to identify him. So he has this little milkshake piece, which is it feels almost like a 1x1 round brick, except it has a little bulge at the top and then a little straw sticking out. Now, another way to find him is the tray he comes with. Now, at first, this might feel like it is the stand that all the minifigures come with, but on second look, you'll feel that there are a couple differences. First off, it is flat. It's smooth and flat on the top. I think I found it right here. Yeah, so it's about I think a 2x3 plate, size of a 2x3 tile right there. It has a little round bar around the edge and then a anti-stud at the bottom. Now the final piece you can use to identify this character is obviously in his name, Sausage Boy. It is just a nice little round sausage, and it should be pretty obvious when you find it. Yep, there I go, right there. It has a nice little curve on it, and yeah, that's it for Sausage Boy. So number 7, we have Butterfly Girl. And she is one of 3 characters in this entire series that has the short legs. So if you feel the short legs like I do right here, you can probably tell because first of all, they're a lot smaller and you can't really move them. So you know that it's either her, the spaceship boy, or the dwarf. Now, the thing you can do to identify that it's her for sure is you can either feel for the large wings that she comes with, which are a bit softer, or the flowers. So these are the old style flowers, so they come in packs of 4. So there's pretty much a centerpiece and then 4 flowers coming out in all directions. And then she also has a pretty distinct ponytail. It's the same as Wild Style actually, if that helps. So next up we have the Roman Gladiator. This figure is also quite sparse in their belongings. It's just a standard figure with a trident, so that's pretty distinct. You can feel it right here. It's a long bar with these 3 little protrusions at the top. And of course, he has a pretty short haircut. It's almost like a buzz cut. My hair was like that at some point. And that's another way to feel that it's him. Now, next up, we have the Frenchman, aka the Connoisseur. And he is another fantastic figure in the series. I really, really do like him. He has quite a few pieces. I was told that the Bulldog would be a good way to identify him, but something I found even better and quicker is the baguette that he comes with right here. Now, this baguette is pretty distinct. If you've ever felt a Lego baguette before, you know it instantly. It's pretty long. It has 2 bars, and yeah, it's not really like any other piece. Obviously, he does come with a beret, as you can see right there, his classic hat. And he does come with a little bulldog as well. So, sorry, that's out of focus. So both of those will be telltale signs that it is indeed the Frenchman. I think he is the only character to have a headpiece that's smooth and angled in that direction, so you'll definitely be able to tell it's him. And the dog is not the easiest piece to find, but you can probably tell that it is once you have felt at least 1 or 2 of them. Alright, so here we have the Battle Dwarf, featured prominently right there. He has a nice little red beard and a mohawk, which you would think would be the pieces to identify him, but those are a bit difficult to find. I actually found his beard down here, but it takes a while to realize that it is his beard. So like I said before, he's one of the characters with short legs, so definitely keep an eye out for those short legs. Once you find those, the next thing I'd suggest is look for his hammer. He has the same hammer, the same mold that's used for Mjolnir. So it's almost like a 1x1 brick with a little bar attached to it. So that's one way you can also tell it's him. Now here we have the Retro Spaceman. This was the first figure I found in the series. I was kind of confused for a bit, but then I realized it had to be him. He comes with a cape, which is almost impossible to find through the packaging, unfortunately, and a ray gun, which is quite distinct, actually. It's a bit fatter or thicker in the middle. It has a little handle and then a little orb shooting out. It's right there, actually, if I can zoom in, right there. So you want to pretty much look out for that gun. And his helmet as well is pretty distinct. He has a funny looking helmet. It's another way to find him. But yep, right here I found it. And you can just feel that little orb at the end. Now next we have the 80s dude, also known as the Yuppie. It's a very interesting character. You can do a couple things. You can shake it around a bit and try and feel the 1x1 cheese slope or the 1x1 tile, which are both small pieces. They'll usually find their way to the bottom. I felt one right here. I felt both the 1x1 tile and the 1x1 cheese slope. And I guess if you just want to find another piece, is the little radio piece. You can probably see it, I think right there. He comes with that radio piece. It has two studs on it and then a little antenna, and that's where you attach the cheese slope and the tile. Now here finally, as I've been talking about him for quite a bit, we have the Rocket Boy. You can probably tell that this bag is a bit thicker than the rest because this rocket piece over here is quite large. You can feel the costume and then the little orb at the top, as well as the flag piece that comes in this one, and the bar which the flag is attached to. Now here we have the dance instructor, and the dance instructor, surprisingly, I don't know how it was arranged in my case, it took me more than 40 minifigures. This was actually the 40th one I found. That's why it took me so long to make this video. So she's not actually that hard to find, I don't think. She comes with this little 1x1 round tile with a little pin sticking out. I don't think it's on the cover, but it's just like the top to her water bottle. So she also comes with a 1x1 round brick. Her hair is also very frizzy, so it's quite a large piece, and you can tell because it has lots of little curls in it. So now we are down to the final two. We have another very, very, very well-designed minifigure, in my opinion, the Elf Girl. You can see she is right there. Very, very well-designed figure. I can't give any more praise to this one. It's just awesome. She actually has one of the old style of the dress pieces, so pretty much just a 2x3 slope, no curvature as they do have nowadays. You can feel that right here. It's actually sticking out just a bit. And that's the dress piece. That's how you instantly know it's her. Obviously, she does come with a sword, which I just found right here, the tip of the sword, and a shield and her hairpiece. So there are quite a few pieces that you can use to identify the elf girl. Now, finally, I guess spoilers. I don't know if it counts because this series came out more than 3 years ago now. But the final series, the mystery one over here, I originally thought it was going to be like a Black Manta or something. That's how it looked, at least. It turns out it's actually the Highwayman. He comes with these two little pistols and a mustache. So the pistols are pretty easy to find. Mustache is right here. And he comes with a little trifold hat, which is the same one that they've used for the pirates. So if you've used one of those, you'll probably be able to tell that. And yeah, those are pretty much all of the figures in this series, guys. I hope you enjoyed this field guide video. I really actually enjoy making them. I know I haven't opened these on camera. I just want to open the entire thing, but maybe in the future I'll open them on camera just to prove to you that my guessing skills are pretty good. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Thanks, and hope to see you guys soon.